Not long ago, the head gasket and oil cooler failed on the Cummins. That meant I got the engine out, got the block all machined up, prepped it all for reconditioning, got it all clean. I also had to obtain a new cylinder head because the old one was cracked. Oil squirters were broken and missing, so this was a good opportunity to replace those. New Marley bearings went in throughout. The crank was good, so that was refitted as well. And then the main bearing caps were installed and torqued to spec. The crank was checked to be sure that it still turned free. The piston rings were gapped and made sure to be a good fit. New wrist pins went in along with circlips. Then the rod bearings were fitted. The pistons were dipped in oil, lubed up well, and then the whole assembly was fitted up to the block. The rod caps were also fitted with new bearings, plenty of assembly lube and torque to spec. A new rear main seal went on with a wear sleeve. Valve tappets went in. And the camshaft was fitted. Much easier to do with the engine block upside down. Fitted the timing case and timing cover. Billet freeze plugs were reinstalled. And a new oil cooler was fitted. New seal went into the water pump. That was reused because it's only a few kilometers old. Then I reinstalled all the drive belt assembly. A rear billet freeze plug also went in. To make that fit, I had to notch the adapter plate. Old gasket material was removed from the sump and that was refitted as well. The other end of the engine, I fitted the flex plate. Last shiny bits went on with the tappet cover, and then the engine could go back in the engine bay. The P-pump went back on. Then the new cylinder head. And that was fitted with PDD bolts. The injectors went back in with new copper washers. The retaining nuts went on, and they went on with new O-rings as well. After that, the return line and ejector lines both went on. All the other stuff was hooked up, the sensors, the fuel line, power steering lines, the heater hoses. And then valve lash was set with a feeler gauge. New valve cover seals went on, and then the valve covers. I didn't take the turbine housing off the exhaust manifold, so they went on as one piece. Compressor housing went on. So did the intake horn. We were able to fire it up. First cranked it for a while with the injector lines loose to bleed the fuel through and get out any air. And yes, I replaced my starter motor after this.